Hello, my one viewer so far. All right, guys, as I promised, I'm going to give away another pair of single day El Paso Comic Con tickets. Um, Sorry, I got discombobulated for a second. Okay, before we do that giveaway, let me just go over a couple things got coming up. The Anime El Paso event coming up June. Got a ton of good guests. I think 12, right? 11, 12, I can't remember. I'm still waiting on 3 contracts to come back. Actually, make that 2 because I got one of them back right here. Got that contract back. This is Mr. Bryce Pappenbrook's contract. Ooh, sorry, that really messed the camera up. I got his contract back. He has been promising to do an event for me for quite some time, so he's making good on that promise. So the voice of Inosuke, which one is he on Attack on Titan? Is he Levi? I can't remember. He's Mysterious. Was it Ladybug? Mysterious Cat? I can't remember. He's done so many voices. He's been doing this since he was a wee little lad. He was barely a teenager, I think, when he started. Very, very popular also. So he's going to be at Anime El Paso. Also, if I just sent the newsletter out, minutes before I came on here online. Man, that hat. Sorry, that I can see underneath the hat. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that little rim where the cushion is showing, it bugs me. It bugs me a lot. Not a well-crafted hat. I'm not happy with this one. Yeah, the cushion's showing here too. Not happy with how these turned out. Like the design. Don't like the quality of the hat. We won't be getting them from there anymore. Candy Craze 24. Hello to you too. Like I was saying, sent out the newsletter. There was something really cool in there. If you guys aren't on the newsletter, you should probably go and join because I usually put information out on the newsletter first. Foist? Is there a foist? Man, I don't know. This hat and me don't agree. There is going to be a almost life-size Appa from Avatar: Last Airbender. In the newsletter, I included pictures of the work in progress for it. It's going to be done for El Paso Comic Con. They're bringing it, and there's a video on there also. You can see just how big this thing is because the first picture shows it in build in progress. You don't have anything next to it to show for scale. In the video, the dude climbs on top of it, so you can see just how big this thing is. You're going to be able to go sit on Appa, yip, and hold whatever weapons they have, Avatar-related weapons, and get your picture taken on Aang's favorite transport, Appa. Yeah, that's going to be cool. If you look at it, it looks pretty amazing. I can't wait for that. Also, guys, not only are we doing a ticket giveaway, we're doing a pair of single-day ticket giveaway. Our big media sponsor, KTSM Channel 9, there in El Paso, they are putting together a prize package that is just unbelievable. So if you have not went to ktsm.com and entered, you probably should because that prize package is pretty cool. You just go to ktsm.com. There's a little drop down up there for contests. They got 2 or 3 other I think they have 2 or 3 contests going on right now, but it's the Comic Con contest. Is click, boom, enter, and hopefully you win, man. Hopefully you win, because this year is going to be, it's going to be sweet. It's going to be very, very sweet. Um, I believe the video gaming section is going to be expanded just a little bit. Um, we have Albuquerque Golf and Games, who has come to our past 2 events. They went to El Paso Comic Con 2022, and then they came to Cruces 2022. They were a big hit, and they knocked it out of the park. They're teaming up with a local guy, Mike D, who's got a bunch of video game stuff. And I'm sorry, excuse me. I've been stifling that yawn for a while. So the video game section is going to get even bigger. But not only will there be video game stuff, there's going to be tabletop style gaming by El Paso's own Game Vault. They've been providing our tabletop gaming for the past couple years. Sorry, I keep messing with my hat. It really bothers me. I'm really not happy with it. So yeah, Game Vault was going to be set up again. The past couple of years they've set up at El Paso as our gaming people. They had booth before. They got multiple booths, and now they're doing our tabletop gaming right there on the exhibit hall floor. So that's going to be cool. Lucha League's coming back. They did amazing for us last year, especially with the kids clinics. The how-tos, teach your kids how to be a luchador. They were great. They were amazing. Our photo op people, Celeb Photos, they're coming back. They're coming back for El Paso. They did an amazing job. Also, they're going to be doing the anime event in June, Anime El Paso. As it stands right now, all the booths are sold out for El Paso Comic Con. There is a digital wait list, so if they're all sold out, you can put yourself on that digital wait list, and then somebody cancels or a booth becomes available, it will go chronologically as when you entered, and offer it to the first person who takes it chronologically. And we've got that set up on all the events now. So if I shouldn't say if, when Anime El Paso booths sell out, you can get yourself put on that wait list as well. That being said, we only got Hall A and B right now for Anime El Paso. I'm hoping we sell out A and B so that I can go ahead and add C onto that list, and we can just fill that place up with anime stuff. I've been, I do see the snide comments some people leave online. There's always going to be haters. That's how I look at it. They're saying, well, it's not a real anime event because, you're letting just any vendors in. Yeah, we are. At this point, we have to make sure that we sell the booths out regardless. They will filter themselves out as we go, because if you come to an anime event and you're not anime heavy on your merchandise, you're not going to make as much money, which means you probably won't come back to that event the next year. So they'll eventually filter themselves out to, in a couple of years, it will be probably 99% anime related stuff, because that's what people want to buy at an anime event. So yeah, the other thing a lot of people keep bringing up, food vendors, man, if you watched my live feeds before, we fight with the convention center every year. It used to be they would hire third-party food vendors to be in their concession area. Like they used to have Craze, and they weren't going to have a Starbucks up front, but I think they've even done away with that. But they used to bring in third-party vendors. Now they've done away with all that. They're doing the concessions completely 100% themselves. That being said, they will allow some prepackaged food vendors, especially for anime, because we're going to have a lot, the Pocky and all the matcha flavored stuff and all the cool Japanese inspired snacks. It's all prepackaged, and there's a little link on there that says, food and beverage vendors. Click here. There's a couple little things you have to fill out some forms. Basically, they want to know what you're selling so that you don't sell the same things they are. But if you're selling prepackaged stuff, you're not selling what they're selling. They're going to be having prepared food. Hopefully that will help. Also, the past couple years, they've been trying to take a 30% cut of the food vendors' profits after they travel, pay for hotel, all this other 30% right off. That's not conducive. So they just don't come. That's why you didn't see any food vendors, no Paso Comic Con last year. They've changed that policy now. You can do the 30%, or you can opt for a $500 flat fee. That's still not optimal, but it's better than 30%. So, every year we're going to keep trying to chip away at that until we get it down, something reasonable. I don't expect them to not, well, actually I do. I would expect them not to get any of it, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. So we're just going to keep chipping away until we get that food vendor fee a little lower, because that's on top of your booth fee. And we as the event get $0 of any of that food vendor fee. That goes all directly to the venue. We don't see any of it. So hopefully some of the packaged food vendors, I know even with the $500 food vendor fee, they will do well. They will still do well enough to come to the event. Let's hope. What else did I see people talking about? Well, one person even complained about our graphics. I mean, why do you care what the graphics on the website look like if they're not what you think is, high level quality? Most of the time, the graphics, we kind of do them in house because we're trying not to spend a whole lot of money on graphics, and we'd rather spend it on bringing in better guests. But somebody had an issue with the graphics. Well, sorry, dude, I can't help you there. Actually, I can. I take that back, because we are getting for Anime El Paso, we got a graphic designer to do the templates for the guest announcements, the templates for the booth banners, and the little template you see on top of the Facebook page. Because I'll admit it, man, I'm not a professional Photoshop guy. I was doing enough to give you the idea, that all the information and everything, but obviously that wasn't enough for some people. There's haters out there. They're gonna complain about everything. Candy Craze, I need to know when the costume contest is. Most of the information you can find on the website for elpasocomiccon.com, or if you're talking about anime, it'd be animeelpaso.com. I've moved things around on the site a little bit. It might be under the attendee FEQ. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's on there. The costume contest will always be Saturday after the exhibit hall closes. We don't want to do it while the exhibit hall is open, because that pulls people away from the vendors, and we don't want that. So for any other information like that, Candy Craze, check out the website, go through the FAQ. Maybe it's in there. And if you can't find the answer to your question there, let me know, and I'll do the best I can to answer it. Captain Sangre, when is this going down? Are you talking about El Paso Comic Con or Anime El Paso? El Paso Comic Con is April 21st to 23rd. Anime El Paso is June 10th to 11th. Anime El Paso is just a 2-day event now, for right now. If it grows big enough, we'll add that 3rd day in. What else did we get changed? Still trying to get Faraway Creations. I know they're running into a lot of problems, so cross your fingers we might see them. But we will see Appa. We're going to see an expanded video game section. Still going to have the star cars, the movie replica cars. I know a lot of people really, really love seeing those. I think we have right now the Batmobile, Knight Rider, the Mystery Machine, which really surprised me how popular that was. I mean, I love Scooby Doo, but I didn't realize it translated into the younger crowd as well. The 18 van will be there. No Herbie, no Herbie. He sold Herbie. Unfortunately, he didn't sell Herbie to me. If I had known the price he was selling it for, Herbie would be in my garage because I think he let it go way too cheap. That being said, I don't think it's going to be ready in time, but the guy who owns 18 van is also working on a Back to the Future DeLorean. We've had those. We had it, I think, 2 years in Las Cruces at the very beginning, Las Cruces Comic Con, back when we had the Turtle Van as well. I've been trying to get the Turtle Van to come back, but Jason just does not want. He doesn't want to drive it that far, and the guy he used for transport has quit transporting. So I don't know if we're ever going to see the Turtle Van again. So if you got one of the lucky ones that got to see it, I think we brought to El Paso once or twice too. If you were one of the lucky ones that got to see it, good, because I don't know if we're going to be able to get them back. I'm going through the floor in my head trying to see if I missed anything. The panel rooms with this many guests, it's going to be, we'll probably have to double some of them up like before, we'll probably have Kevin Nash and Mickey James do a panel together about, wrestling. Some of the voice actors who've been in the same ones, we'll have them together doing a panel. The Lucha League guys are going to be over in the Rio Grande room, which if you don't know where that's at, just listen for the mats, them falling on the mats, because they make a lot of noise. It's very, very noisy in there. That's why we had to kind of put them away from everywhere else so people don't go deaf. But that room is always packed. House of Kings Card Club will be there on Saturday evening for the Texas Hold'em charity poker tournament. I really would love to see that turn into something big, because that money, all the proceeds, they do this for free. So all the money, and we give them the space for free. So all the money they make doing this goes to charity. And, we have been in the past, like last year, we matched what they made at the tournament. So, it was a pretty decent chunk. I think last year was for the Child Crisis Center of El Paso. It's always probably going to be a local charity. The year before that, I believe it was Mike D's Big Adventure. And I can't remember. They pick a new charity every year. Those guys are amazing. If you're into poker, go visit them, man. House of Kings Card Club. And like I said, they do this charity event. And it's just, it goes over great. And the pricing, since all the money goes to charity, we try to get the vendors to provide stuff for pricing. So you'll play, you'll be given money, it's going to a good cause, and you're still going to walk away with some cool swag if you win. But they do a lot of splash pots. They try to make sure everybody gets something. Okay, I talked about that. The costume contest I mentioned earlier is going to be on Saturday. Kristen Kiltastic, who is a cosplayer out of somewhere in Colorado. She also does Albuquerque Comic Con's costume contest. So we picked her up from there. I kind of sniped her from Jim. I didn't really snipe her because she's still doing his as well. But he turned me on to her as a costume contest judge. So we're going to go with her this year, and hopefully everything goes really good, and we can, we're going to limit the number of entries. We're simplifying it a lot. So it's just going to be, children, adults, group, first, second, third, each one of those categories. And we're going to limit the number in there because we don't want to be there all night long. Signups will be day of. Because we want to make sure that people are actually there. We've had people sign up. When we try to do it in advance, people would sign up, then just not show. So, oh, well, I didn't get my costume done, so I'm just not going to go. Well, you took a spot from somebody. So, to prevent that from happening, we're doing it day of. See, I cover everything Saturday. Oh, the VIP. If you have a VIP ticket, you will go to the VIP party. We are moving. The past couple of years, we had it. We've had it over in the DoubleTree when they were our host hotel. We've had it a couple times at the Paso del Norte hotel since they're now our host hotel. Didn't really like, DoubleTree. It was okay. It was on the 17th floor, but it was a little far away from the convention center. Uh, Paso del Norte, we try to do it in the Sabor restaurant or outside in that seating area. It is just really hard to keep, and we've even did it up in one of the ballrooms one time. The ballroom's a little cramped. If you do it in the Sabor, it's hard to keep people who aren't VIPs from, mingling in. So we decided to move it over to the Alcantar Sky Garden. If you don't know where that is, that's if you look, if you're going to the Plaza Theater, and as you're walking there, you look up and on the left, and it's really kind of almost above the box office, and it comes out a little bit. That is the Alcantar Sky Garden, and you got a pretty decent view of the city. It's nice. It's kind of isolated. It's open air. I think it's going to turn out really well. So that's where the VIP party is this year. Let's see. I'm hoping that turns out really good. There will be food and drink. Everybody will get one drink ticket, and the food will be until while supplies last. This last year, we obviously didn't order enough food. We ordered enough for all the VIPs to get like 2 plates of stuff. Well, by the time I got over there, which is about half an hour after it started, because we had to shut down stuff over at the convention center and then come over, food was already gone, man. It was they were even pulling the hot plates. It was gone, and the kitchen had already closed, so we couldn't even get more stuff made. It was, and I apologize for that. I just didn't expect it. El Paso eats, man. You guys love the VIP party, and you loves to eat, and I don't blame you. And if the guests show up early, like on a Friday, which some of them do, they all have standing invites to the VIP party, and some of them show. Some of them actually do show. We've had a few. I mean, Naomi Grossman came one year. Jim Shooter came in for the VIP party. The Harp Girls came. We've done pretty well for those VIP parties. I was really happy. Okay, that takes care of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's talk about Sunday. Is the low sensory impact opening for Mike D's Big Adventure Group. And it's not just for his group. It's just he's the one who is coordinating it all, I guess, hosting it. As long as you're vetted by Mike D, and he'll be there. They have their own. Well, last year they had wristbands. I'm assuming they'll have wristbands again. They'll have some way to show that you were vetted by his group for whatever reason. As long as he deems you guys worthy, you can come in for that hour early. It's 9 a.m. because the con opens at 10. And this is so, this, like I said, is low sensory impact for people who don't want to, they get anxious around crowds or noises, or, maybe they're just self-conscious of their appearance for whatever reason, or, just any reason they have that they don't really want to jump into the mix, with a big crowd right away. We give them that hour, man. You can come in. A lot of them, almost not all the vendors, a lot of the vendors show up early for that, and that's great. I love it. I love that you guys support that. We even had some of the guests that would, the featured guests that would show up early. Not a lot of them, a couple of them that would show up early for this, which was I'm starting to tear up. I mean, it was just amazing to see just how much fun these guys had with the out, being an hour early before the big crowds. Now, once they come in and that hour's up, they don't have to leave. They can stay all day. We don't care. And it kind of gets them a slow immersion into the con thing, because That way they're not hit with waiting in the line, big line with all this big crowd and all the noise all at once. They're already in there, milling around. And then at 10 o'clock, when we let the general public in, it starts to slowly build and it starts to get, the noise level goes up. They turn the lights up to, the level they're supposed to be. If they're okay with that and it's not affecting them, they can stay all day. And a lot of them did. But if it gets to the point, where they're wandering around and the crowd scene or the con scene is really just starting to, make them anxious, they can leave too. That's fine. But it gives them that 1 hour where they can enjoy the con, um, and their parents or caretakers or whatever can come and bring them. There's no charge for that 1 hour entry, and like I said, they can stay all day. So a lot of them wouldn't even come to the con if it weren't for that. Um, so I'm really happy we had a really good turnout for that last year. I know Mike D is reaching out to other groups in the area, so it's not just his group. He's reaching out and pulling all these other groups in. So a lot of these people that wouldn't be able to or wouldn't or don't think they would be able to experience the con without issues. Now they can find out, man, with no cost. You don't have to spend any money. You come, check it out. If the con scene isn't bothering you, stay and enjoy it. If it does, then leave, man. Try it again next year. No big deal. So really happy about how that's gone the past couple of years. I've been begging Mike D to maybe do that same program up here in Las Cruces for Las Cruces Comic Con. I know last year was our first year back for Las Cruces Comic Con, and I know Mike said he came up, checked it out, how we do it and everything, and he said, he may be doing it for Las Cruces Comic Con this year, so keep your eyes open. And if he says yes, I will definitely let you guys know. I think I have rambled on long enough. I know you guys want to see the winner. Let me just do a share screen here. Actually, you know what? Let me do. I don't want you guys to see all the names. That's not none y'all's business. All the other names. So let me just. I just switched screens. Draw a winner. Randomly draw winners. We're going to draw one. Submit. Let me see how can I block that. Don't know that I can. Anyway, I will share the screen briefly to show you guys the winner. We're going to share that screen right there. No, wrong screen. I shared the wrong screen. We're going to stop the screen. Sorry, guys. It's going to be the reporting page. Boom. Felipe Hernandez. You won a pair of single day tickets to El Paso Comic Con. So congratulations, Felipe. You are the winner, and I will be contacting him, whatever contact means he put on there, to let him know he won. And if you guys didn't win, don't freak out, because tomorrow or next day I'll probably start another giveaway. We're going to keep doing these up until the event, so you can still win a pair of single day tickets. Eduardo Reyes. Any vendor boots left? I think you mean booths, but vendor boots would be kind of cool too. What would a vendor boot look like, I wonder? Probably comfortable since they're on their feet all day, right? Maybe some Uggs or something. I don't know. But to answer your question, Eduardo, El Paso Comic Con booths are sold out, and there is a wait list, and there are several people on the wait list. If you're talking about Anime El Paso, yeah, there's booths left. So animeelpaso.com, just click there where it says buy booth, and you can get your booth. It's really simple. It pops up the map. You can click the booth you want, and it automatically takes you to the payment thing, or you can click the booths if you want more than one that you want. Click, boom, paid, done, and you're out. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. But vendor boots, maybe that's something maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make some vendor boots. Wonder how those would sell. Yeah. So like I said, and for the people who are watching this replay on our Facebooks or YouTube, I always go back through and answer all the stuff that has been posted in the comments, because this is on multiple platforms. You know, it's on a couple different Facebooks, and it's on the YouTube. So you guys might not see the full comments that I see over here. So I try to go through and answer all those individually as well. If you have a question after this when you're watching it, put it in the comments, man. I'll answer it. And everybody congratulate Felipe Hernandez. And until next time, later, nerds.